The NFL on EA Sports is in this Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mahomes now on first down. It's Williams on the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first. Play 18 yards and a first down.
Kansas City.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Willie Gay on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
You thought you had it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Schuster.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 9.
On 1st down, Connor. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Tyrann Mathieu on the
heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Slam.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 50. Middle. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
26. Steelers 7.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Connor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
At the 3-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3. Shift.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Connor on the toss left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Check. Slam.
A quick pass out to Juju.
Take off your helmet and give it
to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 34 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Good. Makes the score. Chiefs 26. Steelers 20. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It's 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Chiefs field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
29.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
But credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Bring it. 77. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The CD, taking a step back. We're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well?
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
42, Steelers 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Fighting through and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's a handoff to Connor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Again, a run with Connor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, Connor. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Watch out, watch out.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
24. Hey, 50.
Now Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, Connor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Jim.
Again, it's Connor. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
A man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going, it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 55, Steelers 27. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And going deep for Hill. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score, Chiefs 55, Steelers 34. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Mahomes pass.
We got a plane to catch.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.